All right, good day, everybody. Etienne Marceau, producer of Sports Inquirer, and welcome to another edition of Fighting Peaches. A little bit of a transition. We've been doing a lot of football, American football, over the past few weeks, with that season starting up very soon. But another season that is starting up in the very near future, in literally in the next few days, is collegiate soccer, particularly the women's side, which we're going to highlight today with our exclusive interview with Georgia State women's soccer player Brook Nelson as the Panthers prepare for the 2025 campaign. Before we get to Brook and everything in her world and everything with Georgia State women's soccer, as always, to follow everything that we do, go to the mothership to sportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also head to our social media platforms on Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook. Just look us up under Etienne Marceau 2 or the Sports Inquirer. And finally, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our audio and video hosts, which include YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and more. As I mentioned, I was able to head down to the Georgia State women's soccer facility and speak exclusively with Brook Nelson about the upcoming season for the Panthers and everything that she did in offseason and more. Enjoy. We're here with Brook Nelson from Georgia State women's soccer. How was the offseason for you? How was training? How did you prepare for the 2025 campaign?
Off season was great. I actually went to Jacksonville, Florida with Aaliyah Fadul. We played on a W League team. We ended up winning our division, which was great. I was trained by some really good coaches who have good experience. I think it was a really high level, really competitive. So, I mean, just getting that mentality ready to come in and compete, and just a way to stay fit, stay clean on the ball. Yeah, I had a really good off season, so that was really fun.
Yeah, and let's look back at last season. You played all 19 games,
Mm-hmm.
right, and started in 18 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Had 2 assists, a big contributor. Just how do you feel that 2024 campaign was for you individually, and how that helped you carry over into this year?
So that year I was actually put in a different position than I'm used to. I played center back. I hadn't ever had experience playing that position before. I think that just gave me a different perspective of the field, and I'm actually really grateful for that because now I'm back to my primary position, but also trying another new position, outside back. So I think just like making sure that I'm prepared to be put wherever I need to be and find ways that I can help the team. Just making sure that I stay confident no matter where I'm put and like just be my best, I guess, and do my role for the team.
Yeah, and how important is that versatility, not only for you, but for other players? Because between injury and maybe the situation, you may have to play a different position than you're used to. So, how valuable has that been for you, just knowing the positioning and how to play?
It's been super important. I think like in soccer, one of the most important things is to just be available, especially when you're playing at such a competitive level. You might not always be getting the playing time you want, but a great way to make sure that you're getting playing time is by just being available and ready to play anywhere.
Yeah. And you were named team captain for this upcoming season. What does that mean
Yes.
for you to be given that responsibility by the program?
It's huge, and it's a great honor. I'm super grateful that both Ed, TK, and Brisa have put trust in me and want me to have that role. Yeah, I'm definitely super excited about it and have loved already like how that's been.
What does a captain do, just in essence? Is it any different than what you normally do? Do you lead drills? Do you determine uniforms or like meal times, like as a captain, or do you have a player committee maybe? How is that role? What do you look at your role as a captain will be?
I think like as a captain, I mean a lot of my teammates look up to me and Aaliyah Fadul, the other captain. I think being a role model and also just like having energy that the team can look up to, especially like in games where we're maybe not playing as well, like making sure that both of us are just keeping our energy strong, and just being like a solid outlet that the team can look to. I also think like just socially as well, like we have a role of just making sure that we're unifying the team and like keeping everyone involved and keeping everyone together. But yeah, the main thing is just honestly being an example and just kind of encompassing all that Ed and TK and Brisa want us to in a program.
I was going to hear Brook Nelson from Georgia State women's soccer. Your journey is interesting because you were transferred into the program. You started off at Salt Lake City Community College,
Mm-hmm.
and you're from Layton, Utah. So you're a was it Utopia? How do you
Utah.
Utah?
Yeah, yeah.
Utah. All right, I like
Yeah.
that. So you're a Utah, and now you're
Mm-hmm.
in Georgia. What about that process and that journey? And now you've been here a few years now. How's
Mm-hmm.
that been? A Utah
Yeah.
now in Atlanta, Georgia.
Honestly, like I will definitely always look back at that experience as just the greatest experience of my life. I just feel like it's taught me so much about myself. I've definitely found and gained more independence just being so far away from home. I've really had to grow up. And it's honestly been great. I love Georgia. I think there's like so much to do, especially in Atlanta. It's been really fun. And I think it's also just kind of allowed me to focus more in on my soccer career just because like that's been such like a positive outlet for me when things get hard. Ultimately, my teammates are my family that I have here in Georgia, and so it's really like just made soccer that much more relevant in my world.
Yeah, and what about the outlook this season overall for the Panthers? Are you excited to? You've had some exhibitions, but now your regular
Hmm.
season's here. How's the team's anticipation level, and what are you looking forward to this year?
We're just so excited, like especially since last season didn't necessarily end the way that we wanted to. I think we're just hungrier than ever to get after it and have a way better season. I think that everyone's just been putting in the hard work in off season and this preseason we've been bringing it every day. So we're just all super excited to get after it.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up here with Brook Nelson, a women's soccer player from Georgia State Women's Soccer. Just some fun questions to end with. Favorite stadium that you've been able to play in on at any level, or maybe collegiate since we're in the Georgia State mine, but maybe back in Utah or maybe your club soccer days or your other.
Yeah, immediately I just thought back to Utah. High school, my freshman year actually in high school, we made it all the way to the state final, and we got to play at Rio Tinto Stadium in Salt Lake, where Real Salt
That's
Lake
Real
plays.
Salt Lake's facility.
Yes, and it was amazing, and especially just as a freshman in high school, like I was so pumped to go and play there. So that was definitely by far my favorite, I would say.
Yeah. What's your pregame routine? Maybe just a day before the game. Do you have a specific meal, song, or exercises that you get ready for a contest?
Yeah. I mean, we do pregame as a team, which is usually the same. So I just keep my order the same. And also, I would say like when I'm actually getting ready for the game, like getting dressed, I'm very superstitious about like the order I do things in. So like when I'm putting my cleats on, I go right to left, and then I tie right, tie left, and I do the same with my socks. I go right to left. So yeah, that's my main thing.
That's interesting. Favorite uniform combination?
I would definitely say the black one that we have.
Just
Um,
all black? Like,
Yeah, we have like the black top with like the checkered front, and it says Atlanta over the front, and then black shorts, black socks. I just think it looks so good.
yeah. And favorite goalie combination or uniform?
The
Like,
pink, 100%, which
Everyone-
also goes with the black.
everyone likes the
Yes.
pink. No, it's a very
It's
good.
so good.
It's a very good look. What is the best coaching advice that you've received or mentoring advice from somebody that you try to carry with you on and off the field?
Oh, that's a great question. I want to give a good answer for this one, so I want to actually think about it. I mean, just back to what I said earlier, like about just being available. I think that just like also keeps your mind in a good headspace, like just making sure that you're always ready for the next step and like being ready to play. I just think keeping a clear head, staying confident, but yeah, being available and just ready for whatever and whatever way you can help the team.
We appreciate the time. Sorry about that. I cut Brooke off there. As I just said, thanks for her time, and she was very friendly. And we appreciate her taking time out for preseason preparations as a team does open up the 2025 season very, very soon. And as always, to follow everything that we do, head to the mothership to sportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also head to our social media platforms, such as Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook. Just look us up. And finally, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our audio and video hosts, which include YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and many more. Once again, thank you for listening and watching this latest edition of Fighting Peaches. And until next time, good fight, good night, and be safe.